Hello YouTube, it's your boy Mosaic. Today we are going to do another video on how to use Adobe Illustrator. I'm going to basically show you the workflow in Illustrator, so stick with me, let's finish up. So first of all, locate your Illustrator app. Mine is on the desktop, that's the shortcut, so I'm going to double click it to open. So let's wait for it. Okay, so what it shows you, this window, small window over here. It's actually compiling, initializing the plugins, so let's wait for it. Okay guys, you are now in our home tab. You are going to create a artboard with some dimensions, so click on the new file, this blue thing you see over here, new file. Yes, we click on that. Nice. It's opened some presets details where we can set our artboard dimensions. So I usually go with a dimension of 1296 by 1296 pixels. Yes, so I'll choose that. Now come down the color mode. I usually go with RGB color, and the raster effects, put on, let's say, you can leave your medium, or I usually go 100 to keep the smoothness when I export my finished works, so that it looks like and I don't know, some smoothness, you see some smoothness in the finished work if I keep on 300 here. So the higher the better, I can see, but it depends on what you're also looking for. If you want a full vectorized output, then maybe you can leave it on the maybe screen 72 ppi or something like that. Yeah, so that's my 1296 by 1296 pixels and high 300 RGB color. Yes, so that's it. So we click create. Let's wait for it to finish up. Okay, so now we are now here. All right, so this white thing you see over here, that's your artboard. We are going to do every work over here. And one more particular thing, if you want your window to look like this, yes, now we'll come to the top here where you see the edits object type. Yeah, so come to window, click on that. Now I'll come to workspace and leave it on essentials classic. Yes, so now we have this window with our tools and materials and everything over here. Yeah, okay, so we are now here. So I'm going to take you through the Illustrator workflow. Yeah, so we are going to learn how to save a file, how to create a brush, set up the Adobe Illustrator window, your recovery settings, and how to draw some strokes and export that your finished work into a PNG or JPEG file. Yeah, so stick with me, let's do that. Okay, so the first thing you have to do is save the file. So to save a file, that's your work, you go to file at the top left over here, click on that, then go to save as. Since you are saving the first file over here, so click on the save as, and now you put the, okay, I'm coming, so yeah, so now you have to put the save file in a folder. I've already created my folder where I keep all my Illustrator files at, but I'm going to now create another one over there. So let's do that before. Okay, go. It's where I keep my projects. Create a new folder. Name as Illustrator setup. Illustrator first setup tutorial. Yes, okay, so I'm going to save my file there. That's the folder I just created, so I'll save it as, save Illustrator first set up, and give it a number 1 because I'll be creating new ones in the same name, like just for a backup. So let's save it as 1 for the meantime. So save, okay, and this will pop up and press OK. So now our file is saved. You can see it by Illustrator first setup 1.ei. EI is the file extension of Adobe Illustrator, so when you see that, yes. So now we are done with that, and the next thing is to create a new brush. And to do that, you can see this small box over here, this whitish box with a drop down arrow over here. You can see when you hover around it, you see brush definition. So let's click on that. Yeah, so this pop up. Now you have to create our own custom brush. So we press this plus sign over here. When you hover around, you see new brush. So click on that. Yes. Now you see number of options here: bristle brush, palm brush, and calligraphic brush. So we'll go with the calligraphic brush. So click on that. Oh, you are selected already, so okay. And now when you have a drawing tablet, so mostly the drawing tablets come with pressure points and a stylus. So to use this perfectly, let's click on, you see this, the sides down by here. I mostly don't change anything apart from these ones down here. So I go on here where you see the fix with a drop down, send to pressure, so it recognizes your pressure points on your tablet. So now the size, let's drop it down to 4 points. Yes, and the variation to 4. Okay, then press okay. Now you have your brush over here, calligraphic brush. Yes, that's it. Okay, we have it saved. Yes, so here are the tools in Adobe Illustrator. You see them on the left hand side. Yes, and you click on them separately if you want to use them. Yes, so that's how it is. We have the eraser, the brush tool, the square shape, the text tool. I'll go into detail later, but for now I'm just showing the workflow in Illustrator, so it don't matter in the in this time. We'll talk about it later in the subsequent video. So okay, let's go. We also have the layers over here where you add more layers and delete layers. Okay, I'll talk about layers in another video later. This is just the workflow, so let's go. Okay, so now let's go on to the most important part of this video. Yes, always remember to turn on setting I'm going to show you. Yeah, so you can able to recover your data even if your app crashes. Let's go to edit. Yes, at the top. Yes, now your edit, this window open, come down to preferences, hover around that, and now let's go to general. Yes, click on that, and now this window has opened. Now on the left side, let's come down to file handling. You see it somewhere, get into the bottom. Yeah, so file handling, click on that. Now you see inside the file handling, you see automatically save recovery data every. Yes, so click on that to turn it on. So yes, now you have it on, and choose the time that you want the Adobe Illustrator app to save the file itself for you. So even if you forget, it's going to save it, so you can recover it. Even if you get your file damaged or corrupt, you can get it back. So let's keep it on, let's say 5 minutes, depending on your hardware. So if you have a good hardware or normal one like that I'm using right now, I keep mine on 5 minutes, so I can save up my file every 5 minutes interval. Yeah, so I've clicked on that. Now press on OK. Yeah, so now it's on, but you also have to be saving your files as time goes. So your shortcut, you have to remember, is Ctrl+S to save. Now to test our brush tool, let's unlock this layer first. Yeah, we'll talk about layers in another video. Yeah, so layers are just like sheets of papers piled in a certain order from top to bottom. So the one that shows on top is always the one in front of the camera. Yes, we'll go into details later. So now back to the brush tool. You see, you made a setting earlier. Focus on our pressure of our drawing stylus. So we did that in this tool. If you remember, when we added this brush over here, we saved it as calligraphic brush 1. Yes, so that's it. So what this does is that the more force you put on your tablet, the more the lines get thicker and deeper, but the less pressure you put on them, the lighter they get. Okay, so I'm going to do some exercise over here. Let's go light on our drawing tablet. I'm going to push my stylus down on my tablet lightly, and let's see what it does. Okay, so I'm drawing light on it. You can see the line, but the moment I'm going to press deep, now I'm pressing deep on it. Now see what it does. I'm going to press lightly on it again. Yes, now see the line, deep again. Now see lights, deep. Let's go lights. Now deep. Yes, ooh, that's what it does. Now you see the stroke over here. That's the stroke, is the size of the point of your brush. So the more point it has, the bigger the circle or point or tip of your brushes. So if you keep it on the normal one, I just leave it at 1 for normal lines. Yes, so I use that for all my drawings and sketches. So let's keep it on 1 for the meantime, but later I'll show you how to increase and decrease yours. Yes, so that's just leave it on 1 now. So now let's create another brush, new brush, another calligraphic brush. Yes, okay, and let's name it as no pressure brush. Now we are going to leave this without fixed pressure. Where let's keep it on fixed, and let's maybe drop the point to maybe 4. Okay, we have that. Now you're going to notice something. No matter how hard or soft I press on this brush, the lines stay inconsistent. So you can see I'm pressing, it doesn't increase or decrease thickness or brightness. Yes, it still maintains the same deepness and thickness. Nothing increases or decreases no matter how hard or soft I press on this brush. Yeah, so that's the difference. Now let me hide this layer, create another one. Now let's do the strokes. Let me take the stroke point to 20. Now see, yes, so that's what it does. So you can vary it, but to have an like excellent drawing or artwork, you need a pressure point to be able to manipulate your art to your satisfaction as an authentic brush here with a pressure point enabled. You feel like you're drawing on a paper with a pencil. Yeah, so that's what it does. So now let's move on to the next part of this. Yes, well, now let's just draw something, then we'll see how we export it later. Okay, so now let's go back to our brush and choose a calligraphic brush. Yes, so now I'm going to show you the exporting phase of this tutorial. But first of all, let's draw something so I can show you what we've made and how to export it. Yeah. I think I'll go with maybe a bottle. Let's draw something. Okay, a bottle and a cup or something. Okay, so let me just sketch something real quick. We'll go into a detailed drawing later. This is just a tutorial, so I'm just showing something simple. Let's draw this. We won't do any shading or coloring over here. Let's have a bottle piece and a cap sketch. The other important thing to always do is save. So save it again. When you're done with your work, just Ctrl and S to save. You see something popped up at this part. This is final drawing. Let me just give it some background over here. Yes, let's see, this is our final drawing. Now come back to the file at the top there, file, then you're going down to export. When you see the export, come to save for web, then into bracket legacy over there, click on that. So if you want only the strokes to show without a background, I didn't even add a background, but if you have a background and hide it for, do you want only these strokes to show, then you go with the PNG format. But let's add a background to it so that we can export it well. Okay, so now I'm going to add a background over here. Create a new layer, hide it at the back. Let's make the background. I'm using the shape tool. I'm making it. Let's choose another color from the swatches over here. Let's see, make it yellow. Okay, this one is okay. So now you now have a background. Yes. So come back to the file, go to export, save for web legacy. Let's click on that. Now we have this for the PNG format. You see this side bar on the right side. Choose Art Optimize. That's going to keep your drawing smoother and presentable on the eye, and the percentage keep it 100 if you are going with the PNG format. But let's say you want to save it as a JPEG, come to JPEG high over here for the highest quality. Nice. Now also here to choose high, the quality, make it highest as possible, 100. Yes, maximum. So now after doing all that, you click on save over here, and now it's showing another window. Then I'm going to save my file. If you have already created a folder for your exported files, and you can put it over there, but now I'm putting mine just on the desktop, so you can go back to the desktop. So now I've saved it. I'm about to save it, sorry, on the desktop as Illustrator First Setup 1.jpg. So I click on save. So it's saved. Yes, we are done with our exported file. Let's go back to the desktop to see what it looks like. Let's minimize this. Now let's open our exported file. Yeah, so this is, guys, we are done. Congrats to you. This is it. Thanks for watching this video till the end, and please like and subscribe if you enjoy my video, and give me feedback in the comment section so that I know which areas I can improve. And yeah, see you guys. Stay cold.